Fresh dope, fresh dope. Fresh dope, fresh dope. Fresh dope, fresh dope. Fresh dope.
Yeah, about that, I forgot to hit the record button.
Man, it's the Fresh Dope Podcast. We on, nigga.
What's up, what's up?
What up?
Welcome to Nick Shea's first video interview. I bet you never thought you'd see me in front of a camera. I got my homie Biga. I want to say David Biga.
Yeah,
but Biga, out here in Chicago, we just had a live-ass day. Bowling, kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was the fucking worst. But what you been up to, man? How you been?
Busy, man. Busy, I'm out of school for the summer,
All right. Bet you're loving that.
Yeah, definitely. Giving me some time, because it's been like 6 months in school, and that was the first 6 months I was here. So, having a break from school and time to go, to the studio, and not only that, but just like explore the city that I'm living in, has been really nice.
Yeah, man, I've been here a day. I feel like I could spend a month here and still be finding new shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like in Chicago, there's always something to do, man. Or no matter where you're at.
So you liking it out here?
Yeah, for sure. It's live.
Is it still Midwest feeling to you, being out here in such a major market, or?
Yeah, I think it's probably more Midwest feeling than Dayton was. There's so many people, so many different ethnic groups, and like you run into different people every day.
Yeah.
And I think that's.
I think I heard some accents from like fucking Europe and shit today.
I mean, there's languages that from all over the world here. Either visiting or just living.
So how's that changed your music? You got to have a new worldview now, right?
A new worldview. It's been adapted, I guess. I don't necessarily think it's changed. I think people are good.
So you're telling me you lived in Chicago, you still ain't spitting like on a chop beat yet, or?
No, I'm trying to stay in my own lane.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, you gotta be you.
Yeah.
So what you working on musically? I know you've been busy with school. You got any time to work on music?
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, you invest like little parts of time, like a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I've got my buddy Chris Brand and I are working on Steve Jobs. It was intro to my first mixtape that I dropped, and it's kind of, the video kind of sums up what the transition was like for me to move from home to a whole new environment, and it kind of it's like the homecoming to Chicago for me. So once that's out, I'm gonna be pumped.
Yeah, man. Good to see it, man, because I know you really came from the bottom and started like really working your way around, man. Like you got.
Well, with you and fucking AD, yeah.
Shit, I mean, I remember we doing things we shouldn't have done that I'm really not comfortable talking about on camera, which we were when we were younger, dumb days. But like, you've really come a long way, man. Listen to your music, really progressed and stuff like that. I was just wondering if Chicago would change you. I could, same Biga, tell you that much. Same Biga.
Yeah, I mean, I think the life experiences I've had have kind of shaped me already.
Let me ask you this. This is going to be a little bit more off track, though. More of a world kind of concept things. Have you feel any of the tensions of the city that's it's really known for?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think it's a touchy subject right now. Chicago's kind of fucked up. Part of my language, but you definitely see, like, I think being in such a big American city, you see not only like like different people coming together, you also see the tension between different people.
Yeah.
And it, I don't want to say it brings light to it, but it definitely makes it come to vision more.
Have you felt any more tension? I feel like with all these like cop civilian shootings, specifically cop and black people shootings, like has that shit been like popping off, making the city very like I don't know, polarized?
I don't have too much to say like personally, but I know like watching the news is like different.
Yeah.
Like, compared to Dayton, like you turn on the TV and you see like this violence taking place, like in your city.
Yeah.
So like it touches a little bit more at heart, because you're like, oh shit, like you hear about all this stuff, and I mean, plus there's strikes where you can go and like actually like engage with these like people.
Like on a picket line?
Yeah, I mean not necessarily like strike, but like where you like just gather to bring light to a topic.
That's what's
And,
up.
you know, like there's.
You've expressed that right yet since you've been out here, or just observing?
No, I've observed, but definitely. If I have the chance, I definitely will.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, people talk about it all the time. It's not like something like people talk about under their breath. Like people like talk about it, you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me get a little lighter on you then.
Yeah,
All right, that was a
yeah.
little heavy. Radio, how's that different? Is radio better out here, you think?
Honestly, for real, I haven't even been listening to the radio.
Who listens to radio anymore, right?
But yeah, I mean, I'm not in the car too much, so like that's when I would listen to the radio.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
like I'm like riding my bike, walking, taking that L. You know, that's you don't have the radio on there. So.
All right. So let me ask you then: if you're not in the car, I must assume you're taking public transportation. Craziest thing you've seen on the train?
Oh man, just actually, there was this one dude. I'm sure like if someone in Chicago is watching this, they know what I'm talking about. This dude, he's got an alcohol problem, obviously, but he like has this big ass stick, and it has like this like voodoo type looking baby head on top of it.
Yeah.
And like he just like will pass out on the train with it, and like so like you don't know if you're about to like be the next voodoo victim or some shit. But I mean it's not too crazy.
Not too crazy. You ain't seen any
Yeah.
dude playing like I don't know, like trying to do the Tarzan on the monkey bars and the fucking or
No.
the handlebars or whatever the fuck.
I mean
that
on
is.
St. Patrick's Day that was damn near us.
Oh shit. Have you ever been on the train where they started pulling? I watched a movie that probably isn't as funny as it should be, but like where they brought out a DJ session on the train and you just partied on the train.
No, on St. Patrick's Day though, there was a bunch of kids, like a group of like 20 at least, and they like had a big boom box. Like it was just a rage fest until we got downtown. That was fun.
All right, so I'm shooting this video. I mean, we're probably gonna release this separately, but definitely snippets in the movie about the move right now that I'm going cross country with my buddy AD, cameraman right now.
Hell yeah.
You've done that. You've moved away from everybody and done it on your own. Any advice for a newbie like me?
Keep your goals and your vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of times where, I mean, we've talked about it, where you know you feel like you're making the move with everyone that you care about, but like the truth is you're making the move for yourself.
Yeah.
And like you will be by yourself on the trip. You know, as much as your friends and family are available through the phone. You just have to keep yourself focused on what you're doing, because there's times where you get lonely and you have to like just, you can't sweat. You know, there's a lot of people looking up to you. Because they're like,
that's some solid ass advice. I'm just saying.
you know, people are gonna wanna. Your friends are doing. They want to do the same thing. No one wants to stay in Dayton. You know, they want to have the ability to go do it, but only so many people will. You know.
Yeah.
So like you just can't. Yeah, you don't want to end up back in Dayton.
No, that's the last place. I mean, I love all my family and friends, but I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good on Dayton.
Yeah, so I mean, just find something, when you get there, find something positive that you can keep your energy focused on, like a hobby. Even if it's like, you know, for me, like it's, I got a puppy, and he's about to turn a year this month, actually, but it was just walking him, you know?
Yeah.
And just like, in those, it was like my serendipity for like, you know, 6 months. And it kept me like grounded, you know?
Yeah.
Because you get that alone time where you can just like reflect. Because I did a hell of a lot of reflecting on my, you know, like first like half year here.
Okay.
Like trying to figure out why everything played out the way it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely. I want to thank you for coming up and hanging out with me. You showed me the city today. You hung out with me.
Man.
Kicked my ass in bowling. Shout out to Paneer. Shout out to AD. You know, even though no one's listening to their radio no more, I still love you, AD. For sure. You got any music you want us to promo while you're out here? Because I know you're working on something.
I got a lot of music coming out. My next project is going to be titled Dream Biga, but
dude, that's a dope name. That's a dope name. I'm about to cop that album.
Yeah, I don't know when. I'm not going to give any dates right now, but.
All right. Where can they find you at? Fresh Dope listeners need to know where they can find you at.
www.novelistmusicgroup.com. Twitter at David Biga, Biga. Instagram's the same thing. Yeah, man.
All right. As always, I'm Smooth Milk. Find me at Gnostic on Instagram. Nick Shea 08 on Twitter. Fresh Dope, we out.
Peace.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. Spread yourself. Spread yourself. What da dang. Hey, listen to my 9mm go bang.
Yo, Jay, hit it. Let's go. This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Tricky.
Fresh Dope.